Hello and welcome back to my channel. We are meeting after a long time, and in this video we are going to discuss certain pronunciation etiquettes that would help us to speak English in an effective way. I would like to begin this session with a quote from Shakespeare in Shakespeare's King Lear. In this play, King Lear says to his daughter Cordelia, or he asks his daughter Cordelia to mend her speech a little, otherwise it may mar her fortunes. So it is not only an advice to Cordelia, but it is also an advice to us. We have to speak in a way that would impress others, or that others would deem it effective. I have listed out here 3 reasons why we need precise pronunciation while we speak English. Researchers have proven that Indian English pronunciation is unintelligible. That is, many researchers, those who have undertaken their doctoral research or pre-doctoral research, have proven that Indians' style of pronouncing English words, or the way in which Indians use the English language while speaking, is quite unintelligible. We have also understand that pronunciation part is often underestimated or overlooked in the learning process. People go on to ask what is harmful in deviating from the pronunciation rules, but it is definitely going to end in unintelligibility. That's what we have to understand. And we also have to understand that exact pronunciation is also a component which one must focus on, along with other aspects of English like grammar or spelling during the learning process. So here I have listed out some 6 difficult places or gray areas where a non-native speaker of English must focus on. The first one is the plural marker or possessive marker or third person singular present tense marker, that is the suffix s. And the second one is the past tense marker ed. And the third one is the consonant clusters. And fourth one is words that begin with vowel sounds. And the fifth one is words ending in ion. And the last one is words ending in ity. So the first area we are going to discuss is the suffix s. So this suffix s is realized in 3 ways, such as sa, za and is. If the word ends in a voiced consonant or a vowel, then the suffix s must be realized za. In words like cubs, breathes, cleans, kings, overseas. At the same time, the word ends in a voiceless consonant, then the suffix s is realized sa. In words like cups, sits, bucks, myths. At the same time, if the word ends in any of these 6 consonants, sa, za, cha, ja, sha or ja, then the suffix is realized is. In words like buses, buzzes, words like batches, badges, ashes, garages. Then we move on to the next gray area, that is the past tense marker ed. So past tense marker ed is realized in 3 ways. They are ta, da and id. Ed, the past tense marker ed, is realized ta if the word ends in voiceless consonants, as in words like jumped, licked, looked, locked, voiced, lashed, laughed. At the same time, the word ends in voiced consonants or vowel sounds, then the past tense marker ed is realized da in words like clubbed, logged, rammed, glued, booed. And the past tense marker ed is realized id if the word ends in the sounds ta or da in words like batted, looted, nodded, applauded. So we move on to the third area, that is the consonant clusters. So what is a consonant cluster? A consonant cluster is a sequence of 2 or more consonants at the beginning or end of the syllable. We all know that a vowel sound will always occupy the nucleus of a syllable, and three consonants have the probability to precede it, and four consonants have the probability to succeed it. So, three consonants may precede a vowel sound in a syllable, and four consonants may succeed in a syllable. Can succeed a vowel sound in a syllable. So these three consonants preceding are known as the releasing consonants, and the four consonants that succeed, they are known as the arresting consonants. So in words like strangled, you can see three consonants preceding and four consonants succeeding. And in words like students, you can see three consonants again preceding and four consonants succeeding. Whenever there is a problem with the consonant cluster, the non-native speaker, especially an Indian, tends to drop a consonant or add a vowel sound in between or add a vowel sound at the beginning. For example, in the word student, it must be pronounced student, but the non-native speaker tends to drop the ya sound in between that comes in the word initial cluster, and he pronounces it wrongly as student, but the actual pronunciation is student. And in word school, you can see a vowel sound is added in the front of the releasing consonants, that is school. They pronounce it wrongly as school, but the actual pronunciation is school. Same is the case with star. It is pronounced star, but Indians tend to pronounce it as istar. And the same is the case with this scooter, but they pronounce it wrongly as scooter. So the next area is words that begin with vowel sounds. Non-native speakers have challenges in pronouncing words that begin with vowel sounds. Hence they add a consonant for their convenience in the front. For example, the word EARN must be pronounced on, but they add a consonant in front, especially the consonant ya, and they pronounce it as yarn. The word earth is pronounced wrongly as yearth. The word end is wrongly pronounced as yend. The word amount is wrongly pronounced as amount. The word about is wrongly pronounced as about. So the next area we are going to focus on is word accent or accentuation. The rules say that in words that have more than one syllable, the prominent syllable will receive the primary accent. The prominent syllable will be identified with a small upright mark that is marked above and in front of the syllable that receives the primary accent. So misplaced accent also ends in unintelligibility. In this category, the first one we are going to discuss is a word that ends in ION. Words that end in the suffix ION. So words ending in ION have their accent on the penultimate syllable. Words like introduction, election, function, conclusion must be accentuated with the primary accent on the penultimate syllable. At the same time, words ending in ITY have their primary accent on the antepenultimate syllable. Words like university, generosity, majority, clarity must be accentuated with the primary accent on the antepenultimate. Discussed gray areas that pose challenges to a non-native speaker while pronouncing English words. Now it's time to suggest steps that may help improving one's English pronunciation. Gaining familiarity with IPA symbols will help the non-native speaker in pronouncing English words in approximation to the native speaker. Gaining familiarity with the three types of accents such as received pronunciation, American accent, and general Indian English will also help the non-native speaker in this regard. Using interactive dictionaries will certainly help the non-native speaker in pronouncing English words and also in accentuating English words like the native speakers. Constant listening to speeches of native speakers will also help. Referring to phonetic learning resources published for Indian learners will be highly contextual in this regard. So, with this, we come to an end, and until meeting you in the next video, it is goodbye from me.